So, I got another story to tell you. This one is in black and white too. Yeah, this one's in black and white too, because it is a story in the past, but not too old. This actually happened in 2007. Me and my friend Andrew went to Tokyo in 2007. And we had a great trip. It was fucking awesome and everything like that. But here's the thing. At the very end of the trip, okay, we were at an arcade till really late in the night, and so we had no option but to take one of the late trains back to the hotel. And the problem is the late trains are generally frequented by people who are either drunk or butthurt or both. And so in this case, me and him were just talking about just random shit. He was, we were talking about our day at the arcade, stuff like that, what we were gonna do, once we got back home, all this shit. It was our last day. And this dude stumbles up out of his seat, and you can tell he's drunk as fuck. You can tell you don't even know what goddamn century it is. And he gets right over to Andrew's face, and he leans over and he asks him something, right? And I can't hear what it is. He like whispers it. And Andrew's like, okay, he nods his head. And then he turns over to me, and he looks at me, and he's all like, I can't remember what he said. He was saying something like why you hate Japanese or something like that. Like he was saying really English, but then that combined with being drunk. So it's like, so it was like slurred English combined with already slurring his words because he was drunk. And so I'm like, why do you think I hate the Japanese? And he's all like, you came here because you hate the Japanese. And I'm all like, what? Like, I don't hate the Japanese. I'm like, why would I come to Japan if I hate the Japanese? And side note, I don't like stuff just because it's from Japan. I don't think Japan's like the country of just, fucking amazing, best things ever. It's like, it has its bad points too. It's just like any other country, If the shit I enjoyed there, like video games and the food and stuff like that, came from Germany, or it came from fucking Italy or wherever else, I'd like it just as much. But anyways, back on topic. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about, I'm like, I haven't said anything bad about Japanese. I'm like, why do I come to Tokyo, And he suddenly grabs me by the collar and like pulls me up out of my seat, and he's like, tell everybody in your train how much you hate Tokyo and you hate Japanese. And I'm like, what the fuck, buddy? And like, I didn't want to like, push him off me or something like that, because it's like, the whole train is like half drunk and then like half sober people who were laughing at this. I guess this happens often, I don't know. And it's like, you don't want to start something in another country, especially one like Japan, where foreigners get persecuted for crimes much easier and much harsher than people who actually live there. So, and this does happen very frequently, actually, if you want to look it up and stuff like that, in Japan, I mean. And so I didn't want to start anything there, I didn't want to fucking be in jail the last day or something like that. And so I just kind of like, gently kind of like pushed him off of me. And Andrew got up, and he was in the guy's face too, like trying to kind of do the same thing as I was. Like, he didn't want to punch him in the face or like knock him on his ass, but he wanted to get him off me, And so the guys keep on going on, and we're at a stop, right? So I get off the train, well, I'm trying to get off the train, and Andrew does, and Andrew kind of like, not really body checks him, but kind of like pushes him, like the way like bodyguards or something like that do when they push the people against the wall, And so we get off, and this guy comes right out of the train and kicks me in the back as hard as he can. Now, the thing is I took some martial arts. I had a trampoline when I was younger for like years and years. So I've got a really flexible back. So it didn't like hurt me really at all. I just kind of hurt my back to it, just like bam or whatever. But I was worried this guy might have like a knife or something like that, crazy motherfucker. I didn't worry about guns because those are outlawed in Japan for civilians, but still, So Andrew gets the fuck out of there. You know how crowded it is in a train station in Japan, Tokyo especially, and we were getting off at Shinjuku, which is one of the most crowded ones. And Andrew got lost in the crowd. He didn't get lost, he lost the guy in the crowd. But that guy still saw me, and he put his arm around me. He's like, hey buddy, let's find your buddy, I need to talk to him. And again, for the same reasons, I didn't want to start anything. Because, you know, plus because we're in a crowd, he could have pulled out a knife and stabbed me and nobody could have fucking seen it, anything like that, you know. And there's a cop nearby. So I said in Japanese to the cop, you know, like, help and shit like that. You know, I said help. I fucking said taskete, you know, and he's fucking laughing at it. And I'm like, what the fuck, asshole? I'm like, do you not see, like, I said in Japanese too, you know, like, this guy's, like, physically attacking me, you know, and stuff like that. He's drunk, he's fucking might get physical. He's like, oh, and I'm like, you dick. And so, he probably didn't take it too serious either, whatever. So, so we're walking ahead, and we start walking down the stairs to get to the bottom level, right? So I'm like, okay, I gotta lose this motherfucker without, like, instigating a fight or instigating fucking something, you know? And so we're starting to walk around a corner, and he's still asking where my friend's at, you know, where Andrew's at. And the minute we walk around that corner, right before we walk around the corner, I, like, break ahead of him a little bit, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look around the corner. He's like, you do that. And the minute I did, man, I fucking took off. And the crazy thing is where I ran to was a closed part of the train station. So I had to actually jump over the barriers and cross over the train things, like not over the actual tracks, but like over the barriers, like a small gap and stuff like that between the actual trains to get to an actual area where I could walk around and like leave the station. And I jumped like a motherfucker. I did some goddamn Olympic long jumping on that shit. And so I got out, and Andrew was out at the entrance, and he met up with me, and he's like, that ruined the whole trip for me. That ruined the whole trip. And I'm like, God damn it, I didn't ruin the whole fucking trip. That guy was just a dick. But he reportedly says he doesn't want to go back to Japan now because that ruined the whole experience for him, and he's probably just kidding. But yeah, I personally would like to go back to Tokyo again. My original goal was to take a vacation there once every 2 years, because we went in 2005 also. But now I'm a little bit... I haven't really studied up on what the effects of the radiation are, like as reaching as far as Tokyo or something like that. I haven't really read up on that, so. But that's the story, and I need to tell you guys sometime about the other crazy stories that happen in Japan, stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to hear more of those, it'll blink my eyes. Let me know, and yeah, stop.